9:10 or 15 or something like that. And I'm in Cebu. So I thought that I would come on, see if anybody's awake, anybody's around. No, it's late evening abroad in the States where I'm from. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about scooters and Christian Filipina. So, Christian Filipina recently sponsored my wife, and I think it's a good way. Like, I've been reading about them and stuff, and they have a pretty good success rate. As with any sites, you got some hassles and you got to like filter through some of the women and whatnot. But, if you do find someone on there, there's ways to like really verify her as opposed to like all the other websites that you can't do anything like that. I mean, they will literally send somebody over to her place and sit down and check her IDs and much more things. So, if it's good for us, like if somebody signs up, then we get to continue our sponsorship. So it's for the guy who's like not really outgoing, doesn't have like a lot of game, doesn't feel confident, and of course, it costs money. So, yeah, a guy who's got a little bit of extra money wants to pay to find someone good. It's a good resource to check out. So, I recommend it. Like, I made a video about Date in Asia a while back, and Date in Asia is a joke. But it's good for like dudes who don't really have like somebody who wants to like meet somebody before they come here and get it lined up. It's a good way to meet somebody kind of pre-trip. But if you're not into that, totally understand that too. But for the dude that doesn't want to fly solo and wants to just avoid all the dating and scrutinization of someone they meet in person, and does a little recon beforehand, that's probably what I would check out. But of course, it does cost. So think about that. It would really help us if we could get people to join on it and continue our sponsor or Lily's sponsorship of it. That would be great. And also too, I'm going to be buying a scooter this week, so that should be fun. I'll make a video of that. It's the whole buying process, shopping process, and everything. So looking forward to that, because transportation here, there's massive amounts of options with the jeepneys and the tricycles and taxis. But in the long run, buying a scooter may be a big upfront cost, but over time, you do end up saving money, even with the price of gas. Because I'm not going to be driving it like long distances or anything, so those things get like massive amounts of miles per gallon. So, if you're throwing 100 pesos one way for a place here, or for a drive, for a fare, I mean to say, and then it's 100 back. You don't spend nearly that much in gas to go to a place with a fare that price. So for sure, it's a good thing to do. Like, if do it right away. Like, if you get here and you're debating whether you should or not, you should. You definitely should. I mean, a lot of the struggles that foreigners tend to have here are with the taxis and with the trike drivers and stuff. So getting one of those just completely eradicates all of those issues, and you can just go your own way, not have to worry about the hassle, get rid of potential arguments that you might have, with people who are trying to bilk you for more, because they will bilk you for more. Um, yeah, it's something that you should probably do almost, after you get rid of your jet lag and stuff like that, then just go straight in and buy something, because it frees you up so much. Like, we live up the beaten path, so just to get to the road, we have to walk, and when it's raining, it sucks. So, I mean, it sucks because of the roads. The roads get muddy, and there's parts where the puddles build up to go all the way across your path, and you can't really get through them without getting your feet wet. So, it'll be a huge benefit to us, and we'll get out a lot more too, because sometimes just the walk inhibits me from wanting to go places and do stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, eventually, of course, I would like to move somewhere more provincial. So that'd be good too, to have your own transportation already. But I don't know how I would really go about moving with my stuff. That would be something I need to look into and learn about, because I've never done that before. Um, Ever, like, just all the household stuff. How do you move that crap if you're going, to a whole nother island? Which I would want to go to, probably like Masbate, I think. Um, Somewhere like that. Somewhere where it's just less traveled by foreigners and stuff. Um, that would be ideal. Not that I encounter very many foreigners here, but um, just less touristy. Prices go down, and people are a little bit more down to earth too, which, isn't a problem. I'm not saying people here aren't down to earth, they are, but it just becomes a whole different, it really does. It becomes a different vibe. So Masbate is probably on the list of places, but not going to do that right now, while Lily's pregnant. Once she has the baby and the baby gets old enough, to like travel around, probably when it's walking, then I would be wanting to move. Yeah, or if I win the lottery or something, which, probably will definitely happen, considering I never even buy a ticket, and considering there isn't really a way for me to buy lottery tickets. So, yeah. Anyways, so what's going on around town with y'all? We got a few people on here. Hit that like button if you wouldn't mind. Boost the algorithm and gets more people in here, and that way we can have a better discussion. It seems to take, a little while for me, anyways. Like, I was just on another really big vlogger's live, and he had like 400 people, and he couldn't even keep up with the questions. So I don't think I'll ever get to that kind of stage, but that would be a lot more fun, because a lot more people are. Hey, thanks for hitting the like, you guys. Appreciate it. Um, just gets the combo rolling a little bit. Hey, Mossback, thanks for the support, bro. How you doing? So, yeah, I was looking at prices of scooters the last couple days, and you're looking at, like, I mean, you can get, the bigger the engine, of course, the more it's going to cost, but I'm looking at something just over $1,000, like 65,000 peso range. There are some cheaper models that I haven't really even seen, but I saw them online, and like 45,000. I don't think I would go that route because it seems like that you might have more issues. But somewhere in the like 60 to 65,000 peso range would be probably what I'm shooting for. Um, when I was here before, I had a Kimco, and at the time I'd never even heard of it. Now, I know it's from Taiwan, and it's kind of a big brand. And those were fine, but I think I'm looking at these Kawasaki ones. They're like 125 cc or whatever you call it, and you can find them like 55 to 60,000. So that's probably what I'm gonna do, unless I can find something else in that range that catches my eye. But anyway, so today's Sunday, lazy day. I haven't posted any videos really. I did that joke video, which actually ended up doing a lot better than I thought it would. But yeah, not really sure. I mean, it gets pretty stale. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I don't like doing these 5 lists of blah blah blah. It's like so used. It's like so overused. I mean, I don't know. But if you like, one thing with YouTube is if I don't make like a title that seems negative, people don't want to click on it. If you look at like most of my videos that have over 1,000 views, most of those have like a negative kind of introduction to them, and then people will click on it. And then when people start commenting and arguing, then they go way up, which is so ridiculous. I wish that the positive stuff would be more catchy to people. But of course, if you're a huge vlogger, then pretty much anything you post is going to get looked at. But me, I'm just a small fry, and I'll never really get to that point. But anyways, so I use those tricks of the trade to get a little bit more action, because it's a lot more fun, man, when people are watching your videos and making comments. It gives me a lot to do. I can respond and engage, which I enjoy. I enjoy talking to people and hearing their opinions and commenting. It's kind of fun. So yeah, today not much on the docket. Just probably gonna chill out here. Yesterday we went shopping and got all our groceries and whatnot, so we're stocked up. And Mossback says Bantayan Island is a fantastic location. All the southern Leyte along Sagad Bay, something to think about in the future. Yeah, I've looked at Leyte. I've looked at places in Mindanao, for sure. There's just so many, awesome places, man. You get your pick of the litter, really, and if it's not like one of the major cities, then they all have that local vibe feel. So, man. Mossbeck says, have you seen the new Taiwan-made scooters? They're a near copy of Japanese models, seem well made. Well, I believe the Kimcos are made in Taiwan. I can't Google it right now to confirm, but I'm pretty sure that the Kimcos are, and I owned one of those before, and it was great. So I'm not sure if that's the brand you're referring to or not, but I did have one of those, and I loved it. I didn't have any problems with it. And then when I left, I gave it to my ex's family, and they haven't had any problems with it either. Still, it's been years. Saturn's here. Hey, what's up, man? And he says the 125cc you're looking to get is new from a dealer in Cebu. Yeah, but I haven't settled on one yet. Um, I'm gonna really get serious about it this week. Um, just kind of looked a little bit, but yeah, it'll be over in Lapu-Lapu probably, or Mandaue. There's a couple places there. And there's even one Honda dealer here in Cordoba, but I think everything that they have in their inventory is like a more expensive kind of range. But the inventory always, revolves. So I'll go back and check and see what they got because it seems like it changes. So, but yeah, here in Cebu somewhere for sure. But yeah, probably Lapu-Lapu or Mandaue. But it'd just be so much better, to be able to cruise around, just hop onto it and take off. I've got some dogs here, my neighbor's dogs. My apartment is gated, which is nice. So I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. But when I rented a scooter a while back, and the two dogs that live here, they attack the seat at nighttime and chew big holes in it. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to keep them away from those hungry dogs. Get a cover or something. But I mean, they're pretty resourceful, so that might be a concern. But there's no concern of it like getting ripped off or anything, which is nice having the gate. So yeah, man, oh man, yeah. I was trying that carnivore diet. I'm not so, and not sticking to it, man. It was kicking my butt, and I got food poisoning really bad. So I pretty much the food poisoning did me in. But I'm reducing everything, like all my sugar intakes and stuff, because it's crazy, man. Just like 5 years ago, I've always been kind of a yo-yo in my weight, up and down. But whenever I got serious about it, or just reduced, my caloric intake, I always lost weight. But I think I hit some kind of plateau with age, and now, it's just not happening. I bought, let's see here. I bought this. So I'm trying to pack on some muscle. Let's see here. Saturn says, I got a scolding today from Philippine Info Channel. I told him I'm coming for 5 months with savings and a return ticket if I can't make income. He thinks without income, I'm setting myself up for disaster. Oh, forget it, man. Who cares what he thinks? You and I have talked about it. And if you can't, then you go back. It'll be a learning experience. You'll learn a lot more. And, these guys, I get what he's saying. He's saying, you could be in danger of getting stuck here or something or whatever. But ultimately, you only have one life to live, and it's all about experience, right? So coming here obviously you're not going to be able to stay indefinitely if you have no income. That's just obvious. But to deter somebody from coming here and having a good time, in the meantime, is just absurd. It's ridiculous. So I say, forget that Philippine Info's channel and his words and do what you want to do, man. Of course, I'm going to say that. You never know what's going to happen, You're a resourceful person, so get a call center thing set up or something like that. Of course, you're going to have to work a lot of hours and for little money, and then you won't really have the Philippine experience. But have that Philippine experience, and if you like it enough to to go through that, then do it. Then get the call center so you can stick here. But if you feel like it's not worth it after you've spent time here, then, you've always got that return ticket, right? Some people are just, they're chicken, Me, I pack up and I go, like I go to Alaska and do all these things. He meant well, Saturn says, but I feel like I'm in prison in the US. So is it ideal to come without income? No. But like you said, worst case, I'm headed back. Exactly. And even if you head back, with no cash, you don't go empty-handed. You go with a lot of memories and experience and something to motivate you to come back if you so choose to, right? So who knows, maybe you'll meet somebody here, and you just never know what's going to happen. You never do. So don't let it inhibit you. I'm sure he did mean well. I didn't mean to, attack him or anything, but on the same token, there's just so many people that will always tell you no. That's why I hear that quote is never tell people your plans, because they're gonna try to shoot them down. So sometimes it's just better to just do your own thing and not even open yourself up to that criticism. But ultimately, I get what he's saying. Leaving, let's see here. Saturn said, any suggestions for avoiding monthly SIM card registration on a tourist visa? Don't want to get locked into a year contract. Oh, no, you don't get locked into anything, bro. It's not like that here. Like, you do have to register your SIM card now, but you load it. They call it load. Okay, so you go to a cell phone store and you tell them, I want 500 pesos worth of data, or I want 1,000 pesos worth of data, and then when your data runs out, you got to go and reload it. So I'm sure there are contracts here, but I wouldn't get locked into something like that. Just do it like that. That's what we did. We registered a SIM card for my wife, and then and half the time we don't even use her phone for any calls, and there's no obligations or anything. So that's my advice. Don't go to anywhere that actually has some westernized kind of plan. Just go get a local Filipino phone for like $800 or whatever, or sorry, 8,000 pesos or whatever, or even less, and just get a SIM card. It's kind of a process to register it, but the lady that bought it from us, she did it for us, and yeah, I mean, I've been here over 8 months now, and I'd say we barely ever use the telephone, and you don't have to have a plan to have a SIM card. It's just something for the government so that they can track your phone if you're doing anything weird with it. So no sweat on that. Don't worry about it. So do you have like a date set? Let's see here. Saturn said, someone mentioned in Cebu Facebook group that Smart offers an unlimited data phone plan. Can I use that as a hotspot for my laptop? I don't know. I would imagine. But of course I don't have that, so I can't really tell you. But a lot of them have unlimited data. Like for example, you pay 1,000 pesos load and pretty sure you can do a hotspot thing. Oh, so you had the tickets and everything. Oh, well, congratulations, man. November 22nd. Sweet. That's right around the corner, man. Right around the corner. Hey, if you're down, we should meet up. And if you're even more down, we should do an interview. And you can tell people, this is what you did, and maybe you'll inspire other people. Round trip tickets, good to go. That's what's up, brother. That's cool. So, are you going to be staying in Cebu, or are you going from here to somewhere else? That's pretty awesome. I'm glad you pulled the trigger on that. I was wondering about you, in fact. I was going through my email 2 days ago, and I thought, I wonder what that dude's doing, if he's going to come or not. So that's good news. That'll be great. A lot of people, I think the first month, Saturn said, Saturn said, I think the first month I'll stay in Cebu, then I'll reassess. That's a good idea. I think, my opinions have changed since on the Philippines. Like, before, when I stayed here, I was in the deep province, and I really, really loved it. And so I would always kind of look at these guys that go to Manila and stuff and think, man, they're not getting the organic experience. But since I've been in Cebu this trip, my opinion has changed on that. There's a lot of nooks and crannies here that really are kind of provincial. So you can get that vibe that you would get, like, in a really, really small town, in a big town. You really can. So, but yeah, that's a good approach. Come here, check it out. Of course, that's going to cost you more money if you don't get into a place and just settle. So if you're traveling around, then can I have one of those small bottles? If you're traveling around, then you're going to be spending more cash. Thank you very much. Wee wee. Wee wee. So, that'll cost you more money, but frog in my throat. A toad in the throat. Let's see here. My ideal place, Saturn says, my ideal place is 10K pesos near SM Seaside. But not sure how many cheap places are nearby that mall. Yeah, I'm just like Cordova is one bridge ride straight across, and you're at SM Seaside, and it doesn't seem to be very much around that direct vicinity. So I'm not sure about what's available to rent, but 10K is enough for a decent place. But everything in Cebu in that area is gonna be more expensive. But if you come over on the other side, Lapu, Cordova, then you're gonna save. It's gonna be cheaper. Like, you get more, like, for less. Mossback says, during our visits to Cebu, I lose 15 pounds. Healthy eating is easy. Yeah, man. I used to drop it uh, like like flies too, but just something about my metabolism has slowed down. So I got to do stuff to kind of ramp it up, I think, because I've eaten a lot less. I eat a lot healthier, like no fast food, hardly at all. But it's just not falling off of me like it used to. Um, and then Mosbeck said, having income while in the Philippines is important, as well as enough money to cover emergency situations. Yeah, absolutely. But the thing with um, Saturn is that he's in limbo and he's younger, and I don't want to speak for him, but he has the ability to like be flexible. So saved up some cash and he can come here and kind of check it out, and if it doesn't work out, then he can go home. So I don't think he has any health issues or anything. He's one of the lucky ones that found out up at the Philippines when he was still kind of a younger guy. I wish I would have, but I'm never going to deter people from travel and doing things. What's up, Elvis? Thank you, brother. It's crazy. I had like 5 likes and now it's only 3. I don't know. So, yeah. How you been, Elvis the Pelvis? We went back to that restaurant that you took us to, and we were getting my immigration or something, and went and checked it out. I had the squid again. It's delicious. Balut John is in the house. Hey, you were on the comments recently, I think, right? He says, hi from Bakersfield, California. Well, hey, John. Hope all's well over there. You're enjoying yourself. It's in the evening time. It's Saturday there, right? Saturday in the States for y'all. Balut John says, my wife been in USA 9 years. My wife been, oh, so you have a Filipino wife that you met here. Elvis asked, did you get over food poisoning? Yeah, it was several days of some brutal kind of recovery, but I'm better now. Just trying to up my vitamin intake. Balut John says, I met my wife in Dumaguete. That sounds like a country song. I met my wife in Dumaguete. And now she's in America eating spaghetti. That's cool. So, experiencing that, I imagine eventually you're going to want to retire here when all's said and done, maybe. Or maybe not. Balut John said, and I brought her to the streets of Bakersfield. The mean streets of Bakersfield. That's right. California is, I don't know what your politics are, but a lot of people are moving out of California for Texas. But yeah. About the most Americanized I've helped my wife become is her new taste for peanut butter. She seems to love it. Let's see here. Balut John said, I bought her a 1,148 square meter lot in Valencia, close to Dumaguete. Nice. So eventually you're going to move there and raise pigs, chickens, and cows. That's what I would do. That's a nice chunk of land. Not sure how many acres or hectares that is. Blue John says, I moved from North Dakota. My old 60-year-old bones hurt in the cold winter. Yeah, North Dakota. That's where all them buffaloes are. Does get super duper cold there for sure, huh? So, I imagine if you lived in North Dakota, your politics are more conservative. That's kind of a stereotype, but oh well, I just went there. So, I don't care about politics anyways, but California just seems really nuts right now. He says if Balut John says if you have bad teeth in cold weather, it's like eating ice cubes. Teeth hurt. Yeah, man. You got to come over to the Philippines and get any metal fillings taken out. They're just killing you and toxic, and it's affordable. Elvis asks me, did you hear from Cambly? Negative, sir. I have not heard from them at all, but it's all good in the neighborhood. Lily's got a sponsorship where she's making $1 million. No. I'm just kidding. So, with her sponsorship, and if I ever end up getting enough watch hours, then I'll get monetized, but I really don't think that the monetization is going to be very much money. And then I'm going to be re-renting my building to new people. I'm going to have 2 new tenants because it's commercial/residential. So I'll get a couple big fat deposits from that, and I'm upping up the rates, so I'll get a couple few bucks extra from those people. So, working my way, just treading. I paid my rent in advance. I just went and re-upped my immigration. That was a weird experience, man. I think I got kind of messed with on it. Balut John, wait. Getting all over the place with my subjects. So Balut says, I'm 60, my son is 7, and my wife is 33 years old. Nice. So eventually maybe you're going to come back here and live on that property, huh? And then you asked, do I live in the Philippines? I do. I live in Cordova, Cebu. But it's not going to be my permanent place. Oh, Elvis said, what went wrong with your visa? Nothing went wrong. It was just really weird. And I posted on my group. I have a Facebook group, and everybody told me I got kind of scammed or something. But in the end, the paperwork is all sound, and I'm here for 6 more months. But it was weird. Like the first 6 months, I went and I got my ACR card, right? And it's supposed to be good for a year. So I went back in because the 6 months was expiring, but the ACR card's still good for an additional 6 months, right? So so when I went in to get the 6 months, they told me I needed a new ACR card, and I said no, I still have one. And I showed them, the dates and everything, and they're like, no, you need a new one. And it didn't make any sense to me, and I asked them to explain it to me. They gave me some weird answers that, was kind of lost in translation. I didn't really get it. But all I cared about, really, was that I was going to get my 6 months, right? So I paid the fee, which it turned out to be, unfortunately, I had enough cash on me. Usually I just carry what I need. But we had just went to Western Union and re-upped, because that's what I do. I send myself money. And so I had almost $40K on me, and so they wanted $10,800 to get the new ACR card. I'm like, whatever, okay, fine, I'll do it. So So I got I made the payment, left the place, walked away. Um, wasn't until I was already far removed from there that I looked at the receipt and it only said 7,500, but I paid 10,008. So I don't know what was up with it, but the date on the receipt said that my visa's good until March 25th or something like that. So that's all I cared about, but it was pretty weird, and I was getting a weird vibe from it because I was asking the lady, I'm like, so what's up with this? Why, and she got snippy with me, and usually they're super duper nice. So I just go, I'm just trying to learn. Um, and But yeah, weird vibe. And then after the fact, my receipt only said um, 7,500 peso. So that was it. That's what happened, Elvis. So Balut said, I hope my rocking chair will be in Valencia, close to Dumaguete. Yeah, that way you can sit on your porch and watch the trikes go by and whistle Dixie. Then he said, I'm like a box of rocks. I use a lawyer for everything. Well, that's expensive, man. Um, but, I get you. That's why I made that Filipino visa video, because a lot of guys don't like to do that kind of paperwork, and it's just too frustrating for them. So some people just go with that flow. It's the same with the Christian Filipina, in the dating sites. If people join up Christian Filipina, then they, can set themselves up in advance, but it costs money, But some people just like it that way. Different strokes for different folks, John. It's all good. Whatever works in the end. And if you got the money to throw at it, then throw it. Especially if it's not gonna, hurt you down the line. Why care about it? Do what you gotta do, right? Same thing I'm saying to Saturn. There's different tiers and different levels to everybody's approach, right? But ultimately, it's kind of the same philosophy. Not really. Mossback said 7 p.m. left coast time now. Left coast. Oh. Gotcha. 7 p.m. Yeah. 7 p.m. on Saturdays. Why aren't you guys out there partying or doing something fun? Bunch of old fogies. Balut John said, my wife has been in USA 9 years. Yeah. 9 years. That's cool. So, hopefully she's adjusted well by now. She probably doesn't want to come back here until she's older, huh? Especially if she's got a job and all that business. Bum 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 bum. Elvis said, are you planning on coming back to the States, or are you staying in the Phils for good? I don't have money, so I'm staying until I can't. And if that is forever, then hallelujah. If I gotta go back for 2 or 3 months, then I got to. It's still the same with me. I mean, I don't have a nest egg or anything like everybody says you gotta have money and all that crap. I don't have that. So if I can't make things work here with what I got, then I would go back. But literally, like, I know how to do it here good enough to where I could work for 3 months and then I could live off that for 16 months here. Easy. And if, by chance my YouTube channel does get up to where I have like 5,000 subscribers, then, that's several $100 a month that I could make off of YouTube. But, it's just progression. Blue says, the one horse town I come from has 33 OFW Philippine school teachers. What kind of work do you do in USA? Well, my work in the USA would be working for my friend's business, which is food distribution. So as long as he still has that up and running, then I can walk right into that and make like decent money for a couple months and then come back. But Lord willing, I won't have to do that. So like I said, my wife has a sponsorship. YouTube will kick in. I'm getting extra money from my rental property that was when I increased my rates. Insurance is already paid on the building for the year, so yeah. Do what I gotta do. Whatever happens, happens. But in order to get to the point where I buy property and stuff, then down the line I probably would have to go back. But I'm not in any rush to do any of it. I'm content with what I have here. Might change when we have the kid, but I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. How old am I? I just broke the 50 threshold. So yeah. No longer in my 40s anymore. Yeah, pretty much. Starting to get crusty and rusty. Looking my age. So when you're in your mid 40s, that's like kind of a prime age. But then if you don't super take care of yourself, then all of a sudden you just look really old. Like when I was 47, I gained a bunch of weight during COVID, and then I lost the weight and my skin changed and all that kind of crap. So don't mess up in your late 40s and gain weight or nothing, because your skin won't bounce back the way that it used to and all that business. Blue John said, wish my knees did not hurt so much. Yeah, you should. If you got money, man, you should go down to where is that, Costa Rica or something, get them stem cell injections into your knees. They say that it can completely heal. Blue says, when I was 40 something, I was doing 7 miles a day on a treadmill. Well, that's probably why your knees are ruined, bro. But no, go down and get some stem cell injections. Get a couple rounds of that, and it'll probably heal you. Stem cells, yeah, I saw it on Joe Rogan. People are doing it. Athletes are doing it and finding total healing benefits. Or take CBD. CBD helps a lot of people. But for total reparation, the stem cell injections tend to work. I know in the beginning they talked about the moral side of it, and, fetuses and whatnot, but they don't use those cells. They use different cells. The PC Bros said $2 or double it and give it to the next. $2 or double it and give it to the next. Not sure what you're talking about there, brother. Maybe like a loaning kind of thing. Dono. Still don't know what that donation. $2 or double it. I don't know. Donation. Sounds like a pyramid scheme or something. Blue John said Las Vegas got hacked. Well, good. They have too much money. Hopefully the poor got some dodo from it. Blue John asks, what city do you live in? Well, I live in Balboa, Cordova. That's outside of Cebu, just across the CC Lakes Bridge. And 8 or so minutes away from SM Seaside Mall. Literally, where Saturn 60 is going to be moving to, but I think he left. So yeah. Not in the heart of the city. I like Balboa, Cordova. I'd show you the outside, but I've done that multiple times on all my live streams, and people are kind of tired of it. Although there's only 2 people in here right now, so yeah. But mostly it's just pretty chill here, pretty laid back, which is crazy because I'm literally 8 minutes away from Cebu City, but I have this enormous field behind me, and it just lends itself to, super peaceful, quiet. Enjoy it. Blue John says my wife is FaceTiming her sister right now in the Philippines. Right on. That's cool, man. That's what's cool about the FaceTime, is it brings you right close to your relatives. Hey, Paul. Paul just came on, said greetings. Nice to see you, brother. Hope everything's going well. And then we have a visit from TLT Productions. He says, hi. Well, hello, TLT Productions. How's it going? Hope everybody's doing good out there on this Saturday evening for the States and Sunday morning for the Southeast Asian folks. TLT Production says, how about you? I'm doing great. And Blue John says, hi TLT. And Paul says, hello John. So for the new people, Blue John is in California. He's married to a Filipina. He was telling us about it. She's 33 and they have a son and they live in California. And she's been there for 9 years. So going really well for them, it sounds like. Blue John says, I met Pac-Man's trainer a couple months ago. Oh, Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach is a legend. Alice Activities. This is the police. I'm at your door. Okay, well come on in and let's, have some breakfast. So let's see here. Blue John said, I went to Pac-Man's gym in California. Nice. Alice Activity said, I'm here to get your money. Well, Alice, you're probably going to want to go to my neighbors because I think they have more money than I do. Really. Um, let's see here. Balut John says his gym is 100 miles away from me. Nice. That's cool. Sounds like a fun trip to go check it out, I guess. Alice Activities is a joker. She's a funny, funny gal. Let's see. Mr. Bean Knows says, can you say beans are better than potatoes? Sure, I could say that. Doesn't mean that I mean it, but if you want that like as a clip or something, here you go. Beans are better than potatoes. Paul asks, how did the squid turn out? You know what? I was trying to cook that squid one-handed, and after I signed off, I realized that it's really involved to clean those squids, man. So I had bought some prawns, so I decided to bypass the squid, and all the other ingredients that I already made went well with the prawns. So I just made the prawns instead, and then the next day my wife made the squid, and it turned out really good. It was pretty delicious. That was our first time, and that was her first time ever cooking it. So I was pretty impressed with it. We got a pound of squid for $2.50 some odd cents. Well worth it, really well worth it. So yeah, it went pretty good, but I didn't make it. Let's see here. Balut says, my wife liked to go to LA to get Philippine food, seafood city. Love my wife. Yeah, there's lots of Filipino places down in California, that's for sure, especially LA. Yeah, it was nice. It was a good deal. And Elvis says, I got you hooked on squid. Yeah, I had it at that restaurant. I'm like, man, I want to have some more of that. And so we went back to that restaurant when I went to immigration. I had some. And then when I was at the market buying food, I saw that they had some fresh caught squid. I'm like, I'm down. So I bought some. So I'll probably be a regular squid eater. Yeah, my cat, man. He stole a whole squid. They only got. I mean, they were pretty big. Like where's my other finger? Well, I don't know. They were like 6, 7, 8 inches long, and she ate the whole thing. So, whatever. But Balut John says, I like squid. When I met my Filipino wife, I had 8 arms. Nice. I was like a squid when I met my wife. I misread that. I had 8 arms. And then she ate all 6 of those and left you with a measly 2. That's rough, my brother. Super rough. Do squid arms grow back? I don't know. I would imagine they probably do, but I don't really know. Elvis says, any new ideas for the channel? Nope. Just keep posting. The Beach of Life says, Maayang buntag ben. Maayang buntag pud. How are you? Nice to see you. Let's see. My wife can see a A bull crapper miles away. She grew up in the mountains. Nice. It's good to have intuition, especially in this day and age, in this world of deceitful people up to no good. So, the beach of life, man. When are you coming back here? You gotta get your butt back down here. My wife will say, "Why did you do it? I don't care why Bill did it. Why did you do it?" says Blue John. Your wife sounds like a wise and astute woman. Yeah, I went the carnivore, but I didn't succeed at it, and especially the sugar, man. I'm super sugar addict. You know, I didn't drink pop before I came here, but I know from the past that I always have problems with the water, so I started drinking pop, and then it became a daily thing, which sucks, because in the States, all I ever drank was iced tea. I would brew my own iced tea and put it in a pitcher and take it with me, and I'd use fresh local grown honey as sweetener, so I never used any sugar. But then I came here and I started drinking pop, and so now I'm like trying to wean myself off of it. And they got these little midget Cokes, these little tiny ones, so I buy one of these a day so that I don't like have that terrible sugar withdrawal, and I'm slowly tapering it off. So, Blue John says, my wife will say, "Don't bling pop." The taco says, Sprite cranberry is yummy. And I've never had Sprite cranberry. I'm not really a big pop connoisseur. I want to get out of it, but it sounds good. Paul says soda tastes better in the Philippines. Cane sugar. Let's see here. Sugar. Yeah, it doesn't say high fructose. It just says sugar. Gotta love the 15-cent Cokes at the Sorry store. Yeah, that's what that was right there, brother. The taco says Sprite cranberry is yummy. It's a massa wrap. I've never had it before. If I see it, I will try it. Maybe. Hopefully by then I'm weaned off of the sauce. But yeah, I mean, that's one thing I do miss, is making my own iced tea. I would make huge pitchers of it, fresh lemon. I just drink that all day long. But water and soda are so much cheaper there, says Paul. Yeah, right? But the only thing that's not cheaper these days here is electronics tend to be more expensive, and gasoline is more expensive. TR says, show us what your hair looks like. I don't have any hair, bro. I shave my head. There you go. Well, thank you. Yeah. No, man, I used to have like long hair, and I was in band, and I grew my hair down really long. And then I dyed my hair black. This was like in my late 20s or something. So I shaved my head, and I noticed my hairline had receded a little bit, and ever since then it's been downhill. So I started shaving my head when I was 40. So let's see here. Um, Stripper now. Oh yeah. I shake my tail feather. So the Beach of Life says, I'm waiting on my registration from LTO here in Bohol. When I'm legit, I'm going to scoot down to Cebu. Oh, so you're here. I thought you were back in the States. Well, that's good, man. That's great. So how's Bohol treating you? Let's see. Balut John said, when I was young, my hair was past my waist belt line. I had braids. I'm Native American Indian. I cut all my hair off. Nice. You know, when I was 5 to 9 years old, my best friend was an Apache Indian, and I really, really loved The Outlaw Josie Wales was one of my favorite movies of all time, and we used to watch that movie together, he and I, and they became blood brothers by slicing Josie Wales became blood brothers. They sliced their palms. Brutal, right? So we just sliced our fingers, and we became blood brothers. Me and this Apache dude. His name was Sean. So I don't know if that makes me any kind of Apache or not, but I'm blood brothers with an Apache from when I was 5 to 9 years old. I love that movie too. That's one of my favorite movies. And then when I got older, I like Young Guns. It's one of my other favorite movies. So yeah. Yeah, that's what I did, John. Did that. It sucked because his family was like, his dad was a super abusive alcoholic, and they were our neighbors. And I guess the dad fell asleep with the candle and knocked the candle over and burned the house down, so they had to move. And I never saw him again. I bumped into him one time in downtown Portland when I was a little bit older, but then I never saw him again. I love a good revenge movie against bad guys, says Paul. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one for sure. Old Clint Eastwood. Care is made with peanut butter. Well, we got a lot of peanut butter here. It's stocked up for Lily. She's loving that peanut butter. She's got a taste for this American branded raisin bread. So Balut John said, I lived in Portland as a kid. My dad was an iron worker on the John Day Dam 6 years. You lived in Portland and working on the John Day? It's quite a commute. Yeah, Portland is ruined. I would never want to live there anymore. Sucks. It used to be pretty cool. When people were saying keep Portland weird, it was when it was starting to get weird. But before then, it was pretty chill. He also built the Lloyd Center Mall. Yeah, nice. Yeah, John Day's gorgeous. That's near where my property is, over in that area. I own a building, commercial building / residential. It's kind of cool property. It's got a retail space down below and a condo up above it. So anybody that wants to live up in that beautiful area and start a small business that place would be ideal for them. San Fran, yeah, the whole the whole West Coast is just destroyed. Sucks. Um, he stayed in a motel close to the dam. Nice. Yeah, it's a really beautiful area. Well, like I told you before, Paul, it's about an hour away from Bend. About an hour, roughly. But it's brutal, brutal weather there. I mean, it's like a little microcosm of, or microclimate. I mean, yeah. I mean, you get snowed in for like 3 months out of the year. Really, really bad weather. But I love it. I love that kind of stuff. I love the small towns. I love the rusticness. I love roughing it. You know, we had a fireplace and we survived off of wood the winter. If you didn't have wood, you would freeze to death. Because most of the houses there aren't, you know, they're really old houses. And they don't really build there because nobody wants to move. So it's just kind of a cyclical kind of thing with the local families. You know, they have their kids, and the ones that try to move away, they don't get successful, so they move back to the town, and it's just the same people over and over and over. Paul says I worked with a guy in Baker City. Wallowa are beautiful mountains. Yeah, a lot of gold there too. Balut says I used to lodge cutting trees in Montana. Nice. Only been to Montana a couple times looking for that gold. Edwin Werna said talk about scooters. Well, Edwin, we were talking about scooters earlier. But I guess I don't know what you want me to talk about other than message retracted. Somebody deleted a message. Talk about scooters. Well, I'm going to get a scooter and this week, and I'll probably make a video about it. I'm not looking for anything super duper big, just a 125. I'm probably going to buy it in Mandaue or Lapu-Lapu. But I would much rather have Balut John says, I besought my helmet in USA. Okay. Well, that's one way to go about it. Oh, no. Oh, you bought your helmet. Gotcha. It's like, you besought your helmet? What's that? No, I'm going to buy one. So, Daniela came on and said hi. And I said hello back. Daniela, welcome. Paul Garton said, are you going to run a loud exhaust? No, I'm not going to do any kind of upgrades or anything like that. Edwin said, sorry bro, got in late. No, that's okay. But yeah, just nothing major. I was just letting people know that I'm getting one. And so unless something goes wrong, but so far the plan is that I'm going to probably buy one this week. And you know, maybe like a Honda or a Yamaha. And I owned a Kimco before, so might do that. Uh-oh, my gimbal's getting low battery. It's red light flashing. Could not find a helmet in the Philippines. Oh, that would fit you or something? Balut John. Elvis said, once you buy, will you rent it out? No, definitely not. Because I don't know, never thought of doing that. Like Q Adventures, that dude rents them out and charges an arm and a leg. And the locals, you can get a scooter rental here for half that price. But no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not looking to start a business or nothing. Seems like more of a headache than it would be worth. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Blue says, I only go out in the Philippines in the daylight. And then he says, Honda, the best. I go out all hours, except, I mean, I don't go out like 2 in the morning or nothing. There's nothing for me to do, but if I was in the city or something, I would. I'm not afraid. So Paul says, congrats on the new wheels. Well, congrats me when I actually get it. Kind of like, you know, when the deal is done. Doesn't mean nothing until the money's in the hands or the keys are in my pocket. So Balut John says, I don't have content on YouTube. Life is good. Yeah, you should make a vlog, Balut John, about life with the Filipina in the States. You'd get a lot of subscribers probably. Paul says, many vehicles run without lights there. Oh yeah. It's crazy. Balut says, I'm not afraid for myself. I'm only afraid for my family. Oh yeah, I get it. You know, if there's really no sense in or need to go out, especially if you're a family guy, but like if you're single or something and younger or whatever. Mr. Bean Nose asks me, do you know Tony Hawk's brother Mike Hawks? I can't say that I do. What about him? But yeah, the vehicles here, driving is a completely different experience. Oddly curious, threw some laughter emojis up. And Mr. Bean Nose says, LOL, lol. Yeah. I don't know any Tony Hawk's brothers. That's pretty funny. Paul says he's a YouTuber, right? I don't know. I think Tony Hawk is Tony Hawk's a skater. I don't know about his brother. Balut says, in 2018, I drove 36,000 miles around USA. My wife only needs to see 11 more states to see all the states. I bought her a new car. Nice. So at least you're traveling around and seeing all the sights. There's a lot of beautiful places to see in the United States, that's for sure. Mike. Yeah, I don't know. He might be a YouTuber. I don't really know about all this, what do you call it? Modern, I don't follow like celebrities and crap like that. Just a heads up, guys, my gimbal is flashing red, so if it kicks out of gear, my phone's gonna like that. So I'm probably gonna have to get off here pretty soon. Elvis asks, are phones cheaper there? Well, from what I've heard and talked to people on groups and things, I have a Facebook group. Seems like Samsung's, just to compare, cost a little bit more here than they would in the States, and I think that also translates over into iPhones too. It's a little bit more expensive, and we're not talking a lot, but It's definitely doesn't go down a little like most things. Seems like phones, like electronics and gasoline tends to be more expensive here. Like if I wanted to buy a gimbal, for example, in the States, like I was telling you, it costs more here than it would for the same brand over there. Same with the GoPro. GoPros are more expensive here than they are in the United States. So that's why I was saying buy your gear when you're there and come over here and rock it out. And good steaks. Yeah. I don't have a good source on steaks, man. Okay. I think my gimbal's about to poop out on me. It's flashing, flashing, flashing. So, alright, dudes. Thanks for the chat. Appreciate you all. I'm going to have to sign off of here, put this thing on the charger. So if I do get that scooter this week, I'll post a video about the buying process and I'll show you how all that goes. And Ezekiel says hi. Hi, Ezekiel. I know, right, John? Stupid red light. Good to see you too. Thank you, everybody, for man. Now there's all of a sudden new people coming in. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm signing off because my gimbal is running out of battery. So that's what I was saying, Ezekiel, and to John Beals, that I'm just signing off just now. So sorry you missed it, but my gimbal is running out of battery and I got a split. So thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Thanks for the chat, and hopefully we can do it again sometime soon. So everybody take care out there. Stay safe, stay humble, and ripple effect came through. Are you going to meet that Russian guy? When I get mobile, I want to go over there and see if I can't stumble into him. It seems like he's, over in the IT park. That's what people told me. So I plan on going over there, and if I see him, then I'm gonna try to interview him or get him to talk to me. So yeah, that's definitely something that I wanna explore. And no, I'm not trying to fight him or anything like that. I just wanna talk to him and see what the heck he's up. What's up with that dude? But Ezekiel says, I'm a big fan. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate your viewership. I wish I could stick around a little bit. I don't know how long this will take for... Ezekiel Evans says, let me talk to you. Well, email me at philippinesextremes.com, or sorry, philippinesextremes@gmail.com, or I have a Facebook group called... oh crap, I forgot what it's called. But I'm on Facebook. I have a Facebook page under the same name. You can message me there, and readily accessible. So feel free to get at me through those outlets, and yeah, maybe I can throw this on a charger. How do I do that? How do you do what? Email? You just email me. If you have a Gmail or Yahoo or anything, you can just email me. There's a link, or the address is on. It's on my my bio or whatever on the channel, and then on Facebook, just search Philippines Extremes and find me there, and like my page, and that'll open up your ability to message me. I don't have one. Well, then I don't know how you would do it. You would need one one of those methods to email me or message me. That's the only way. So Facebook or um, Facebook or email. Ezekiel. I'm gonna try to throw this on the charger while I'm talking. See if I can't stay on here. Oi! I need an extension cord though. I'm getting low bat there, Lily. And all of a sudden there's people here, so he's a loser. Oh, it's okay, Ezekiel. He's talking about this other vlogger that's here, and he's really a bad guy. Well, I mean, I don't know if he's a bad guy, but his content is pretty offensive. So hold on. See if I can't throw this on the charger. I can probably sit right here, maybe. Elvis says, everyone, remember to smash the like button. Yeah, come on, smash the like button. Thanks, Elvis. Okay. Can I get a Hawaii? What's that? What's a Hawaii? I don't know what that is. You have to remember I'm old, so I don't know all these fancy phrases. Let's see if I can't. Hoya? Man, I don't know, like a holler or a shout out or something? Is that what you mean? I don't know what's going on. Okay. I relocated. Let's see here if I can reach the... Oh crap, this is the wrong cord. That's for my Bluetooth. I'd go with the Honda Click. Yeah, we'll see. It's all about the price. Oh, it's just the cord. I just need the other white one. But thank you. Let's see here. When I've rented Honda Clicks and Honda Beat. So they were fine. They were great. I agree. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay. Hey, there we go. Charging. Whew. Yeah, the meter is way down. So anyways, Hoya and like. Ezekiel. What do you mean? You have a channel or something? Is that what you mean? Ezekiel Evans. I'm not sure what you mean, bro. How would I Hoya and like that? No, he says. I don't know what you mean then. I'm sorry. Elvis says Honda is dependable, parts cheap, also resale value is high. That's true. Nah, Ezekiel, I don't know what you said no, and then you said I don't know. I don't know either, bro, but you asked me to give you a Hoya and a like. So only you would know how I could do that. I don't know what you mean. So yeah, Elvis, probably the good route to go. We'll see. I also like the Kawasaki ones, and I owned a Kimco before, and it was pretty good. but I don't know really where all these places are located. So pretty much if I go to places, Hondas are readily accessible, so I'll probably end up getting one of those. But regardless, whatever I get, it's going to be a huge improvement. And Paul says, do they finance cycle purchases there, or must you pay cash? Well, they won't finance to a foreigner. I know that because I tried. They'll do it for a Filipina if she's got a job or references or a bank account and stuff like that. So they scrutinize it a little bit more. When I was here before, I financed one through my ex, and it was a piece of cake. You know, she didn't have a job or anything. She didn't have anything, but they did it for her. But it was a real small town, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not. But no, they won't do it for a foreigner. You have to just pay cash for it. Have you thought about used? Yes, I have. Like I say, it's hard finding, people who have all the right paperwork, and it can be a risk if you buy used and they, if you don't know what paperwork you need, and then you're going into this and you don't have all the right papers, you can end up kind of getting screwed or something. I don't really know, but I know that people told me if you buy used, make sure you have this paper, that paper, that paper, this paper. And so I would do it as long as they had a clear title, I guess, and the registration hasn't expired. Those are the two things that some foreigner dude was telling me that you got to watch out for. And so so watch out for that, I guess. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go just brand new. Mr. Beano says, Gayat. Man, you guys are saying some stuff here. I don't get it. I'd have to Google that Gayat crap. Kawasaki makes great motors, says Ripple Effect. Yeah, I saw some Kawasaki's that I was looking at last night online, and they look pretty awesome, and they were cheaper than Honda too. So I'm not going for a big motor. I'm just going for a scooter. But these scooters were like 45,000, 50,000 compared to the Beats that are like 65 plus or more. Or maybe it's not the Beat. I don't remember. But yeah, they had some good deals on some Kawasaki's for sure. Google level 3 Gayat. Well, I'm on live stream right now, so I can't really Google, and I'm locked into a corner with this charging, so maybe I'll Google it some other day, or you can just tell me what you mean. 2-stroke or 4-stroke? That's a good question, and I don't have the knowledge or info to be able to answer that sufficiently, unfortunately. The Patrick Batty says, hello. Hello, Patrick Batty. Nice to see you. Let's see. Ripple Effect says, yes, I heard the paperwork is a pain in the butt. Seems like it's better to buy new. I almost pulled the trigger on buying a used one just like last week, and through talking to the person, I found out that the registration had expired. So I Googled it, and it seemed like a very kind of difficult thing to get a registration after it's been expired, which is weird, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a way to do it, and people do it all the time, and it's probably a way to save money even, but it just seems like a headache to me. But people will sell their motorcycles and still be paying it, so you got to watch out for that kind of crap. So I'm just gonna probably just buy new, or if I went to I was gonna say what Elvis just said is if you buy from a dealer, they'll do it. Right. So like if you can find a dealer that's selling the used ones and you buy from them, then the whole process would be streamlined and they would do it for you. So I might do that if I end up at a dealership that has something used that's nice. It's not set in stone. I don't care. I just care about the cost. And if it's, too expensive, then I won't do it. So you're sure? Do you have to insure it? Nah, you don't. You don't need insurance. And in fact, I think it's probably useless to get insurance on those things, from what people have told me on my Facebook group. But I don't know. I'm not super knowledgeable about cars, trucks, none of that. I've never been a car guy or anything. I don't know anything about it. I just buy them, run them until they fall apart, and buy a new one. So, but I will be making a video about my process with it, so you guys can check that out once I post it. Dealer usually throws in helmets. Yeah, you get like perks and stuff. I bought before. I got a motorcycle shirt with the Kimco brand and one helmet. So Ripple Effects says if you buy new, the dealership does all the paperwork. Yeah, that's a perk of it too. Makes it a lot easier for us dudes that don't really know what the heck's going on. The only problem is here now I have to hold my phone. Any bags or luggage? Wait, did I miss something? You have to insure it. Any bags or luggage? I don't. What do you mean? Carriers. I still don't know what you mean, man. Bags or luggage carriers? Storage on a bike. Yeah, I mean, you could put one of those things on there, or if you buy a used one that has one on there, then that would be a perk, I guess. But usually they don't just come with them. It's like an upgrade. What are you doing, doggy? Say hello, dog. I don't know if you guys can see my mangy mutt. Happy puppy. Yeah. The local Filipino dogs, they're called Aspens. and they're essentially just mutts, right? But they're very smart. Like, I mean, she's hard-headed or whatever, but they're just very, very smart dogs. At least this one is. I don't know if they're all that way, but she is. She's pretty smart. Takes after her owner. You hear that? I don't know, bro. Think she's got a few more extra points on her IQ than I do. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing this week. Hopefully, if all goes well. Still got to get Lily to the doctor and get her Phil Health, which we've tried a couple times and it just didn't work out. So we got a few things we can do this week. I'll probably try to do those. But the scooter thing will really be cool. I like that. Yeah. Well, let's see. Korean Yor says, Paul Girton, you are stuck. Now, what's that mean, man? Stuck? Why you telling him he's stuck? Paul says, I love the motorcycle shop smell. You're a gearhead. You like that oil and rubber. Smell oil and rubber on a sunny day. You are stuck. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's kind of stuck about what? Too many comments? Not too many comments, man. You're keeping the flow alive. So, but I don't know why you would say stuck. So, explain. Korean Yor. Stuck. I'm gonna stick like glue. Stick, because stuck on you. Okay. That's the thing, man. It takes too long for people to answer questions. It's like Paul Girton, and it's not even Girton, it's Garton. You are stuck. Like 5 minutes ago, I asked him what he means. 400 years ago. Stick because I'm stuck on you. Bo 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 do. 401 years. I know, right? It's getting like decrepit here. Mold is growing off my phalanges. I am stuck in the U.S. until passport's sent. Yeah, but that dude doesn't know that. How would he know that? Give me a break. He's not clairvoyant. Not a mind reader. It's not an oracle. I think he left anyways. You know, I'm gonna have to re-up my passport here in the Philippines, come to think of it. Otherwise, they won't give me another visa after this. So I think at the beginning of the year, I'm gonna have to send my passport in to the U.S. Embassy and get a new one because it's gonna expire October of next year. So that should be interesting to do that crap. Otherwise, I would have to go back and then wait for my passport and re-up it and everything. Nah, don't want to do that if I don't have to. Just do it from here. And I don't know much about it, but I know that it can be done because I asked somebody on a group, and everybody told me that they've done it before, so it can be done. 10 to 12 weeks processing time. Yeah, takes a minute, doesn't it? Dahila79 official says hi, and I say hi, Dahila79 official. How are you? So I think that Korean dude, your whatever his name was, just came in here and said some comment and split. So we're up to 450 years wait. Forget him. We dropped quite a few people here. I don't know, you guys. I just don't know. My goodness. What are you doing, Goldie? Speak or forever hold your peace. Yeah, man. Yep. All right, man. So everybody stay tuned. It seems like if I start signing off, then a bunch of people come on here. I don't know what's up. But I think I'm just going to hit the road, Jack, and don't come back no more. And we will see how this week goes. Stay tuned for any posts that I have. You take care too, Elvis, my bro. And are you ever gonna ride 3 at a time? Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. Although people do that, you know. But with the baby and stuff, it just seems crazy. I don't think I'll do that. She'll have to stay home. No, you stay home. It's not safe. So anyways, I'm gonna split, go take a shower, and I don't know what I'm doing today. Probably nothing, but I'm hot, so I'm gonna go splash cold water on my face. So take care, everybody. Thanks for participation and being cool and being agreeable and supportive. Appreciate everything. Adios, amigo. And we will see you again. I'm probably going to do live streams as much as possible. And Jack said don't. Scarecrow said, "See ya, comrade." Okay. Do not leave. I love you. Okay, Jack. That's a little strange. Um, but, you know, you haven't been here this whole time, so you must not love me very much. So I think you'll get over it, and absence makes the heart grow fonder, my brother. You know? So if I leave, then you know, you might, the bond between us might grow stronger in your heart. So hey, we're all a little bit strange, you know. I identify with Jim Morrison's poignant repertoire of people are strange. They say that faces come out of the rain. Jack loves you short time. Yep. Yeah. Maybe absence wouldn't make the heart grow fonder in his case. Mario Fernando Mendoza, Pito Largo. See? Every time I go to sign off, we get all this weird stuff. What's going on? I don't know what Pito Largo means, my brother. What's that? What does Pito Largo mean? It means like large or something? I know that. Yes, it would, says Jack. Okay, man. Well then, good. We have a direction to go. So if I sign off, the absence between the two of us is really, really gonna grow, and you're gonna come back and be on my live stream next time, and we will bond like brothers. Okay, well, I'm out of here, you crazy cats. Before more people come in here and talk weird. Mario Fernando Mendoza, Calvo. All right. How about the Dove la Grande? Arrivederci. Hasta la vista. Adios. Later, taters.